Hi everybody, Uber Lady Charlotte here. Okay, I don't have my eyelashes. I lost them earlier in the car. Yeah. I guess I got greasy eyelids. I don't know, but I lost those. But at any rate, one of the subscribers asked me could I do a story time. And I said that I had to think of one. Well, it's not always so easy for me to think of one because I got so many. And then I have to be careful what I tell you guys because they're just different circumstances that I can't share. Things I wish I could share, but I can't share. And then you got things that I'd like to tell you, but I don't want you to think I'm a nut. So I won't tell you those things. Even though Uber Lady Mama is witness to them. So, but I can't tell you that stuff. So I decided to tell you one, and it's a little bit different than what I'm used to talking about. But it's absolutely true. My kids, Kiana, Kristen, they can tell you all about it. It happened. Um, we had this little instance, and it was just. They know about it, and they've seen things themselves. One other thing, I actually know of a crime that was committed. I tried to call Crime Stoppers. I did call to report the crime, report what I saw, all those things, and nothing came of it. Circumstances happened to where this person was able to escape by the skin of their teeth, and I did everything I could to direct the police to this person. Told them everything I knew, and it worked out like it did, and nothing happened to the person. I don't know. I don't know. I did my part. Then one of the subscribers that I'm really good friends with in Florida, um, Uber band in Florida, or Uber dude. I told him all about it, and he was like, hey, don't talk about that on YouTube. Don't do that, because if I talk about it, then that person actually knows about my YouTube channel, and they may actually come and do something to me once they find out that I know. So I can't talk about that. But I will tell you this one little thing, and it's of a supernatural nature, but I'll tell it to you. And then you can, listen to the story or don't listen to the story, but I'm going to tell you what happened. And my kids were witness to it, on how this person reacted when they saw what they saw. Well, one night, I ain't going to say one night. All right, I used to date this dude. He was a big dude. And when I would cook, I would cook enough for us to have one serving. Maybe a little half a serving. For the kids that had some extra. I'm a firm believer in feeding my kids first before I feed my man. And y'all can think about me any way you want to, but that's how I am. Feed my kids first before I feed my man, especially if you're not their daddy. All right, so I was dating this dude, and my kids didn't care too much for him, but I liked him. I actually dated him for a couple of years or whatever. But my kids were cordial to him, but they didn't care too much for him, but they were respectful, and he was respectful of them. Sometimes he often told on them on everything they did. He told me everything they did, and they in turn told on him on everything he did in the house that he wasn't supposed to do. All right, so anyway, when I would cook, again, my thing is, this is my house, my apartment, my kids' place. This is where they should feel safe. This is where they live day in and day out. And when you gone, this is where they going to be, here with me. So I believe in feeding my kids first. I was a single parent on food stamp living in the projects. And I had a boyfriend. And eventually he moved in with me. That's cool, ain't no problem. And I talked to my kids about it first. And they were supportive. Well, this guy used to eat so much. I have to say, hey, ho, slow down, big boy. I get food stamps, and my food stamps is enough for me and my kids. They don't include you, because you need to be bringing something in this house. Okay. Yeah. Whenever he got paid, all of a sudden he had all these bills to pay. And he didn't have but a couple of dollars to contribute toward the bills and stuff. But whenever I got paid, I'm working two jobs, paying the rent, taking care of my kids. I didn't expect for him to be their dad, but But we all in the house together. We all need to pitch in together. Um, then he was living off my little income. But my first priority were my kids. Always have been my children. So I found out that when I would cook for my kids, I always made a little extra in case, so one of them could have something to eat when she came home from school. The other one, who would be at the house, she could eat something the next morning for breakfast. And then we work on the next day's meal. But when he moved in, after several months, things took a drastic turn. It got to where we get up the next morning, it ain't nothing but a spoonful in the pot. Now I know I made it left enough for both my girls to eat. One for after school and one for breakfast in the morning. It was enough food in there. But come the morning, it just be a spoonful. When I say spoonful, I really mean a spoonful. I mean really a spoon. Scrape aside the pot and it's a spoonful. That pissed me off. That shows me you don't give a damn about me and my girls. Or the family as a whole. Because me and you adults, we ain't got to eat. But my girls going to eat. So I used to get on him, because my girls had told me. Even my mama told me. Uber lady mama, when she would come over and spend the night sometime, she was like, yeah, I heard him. He got up in the middle of the night and he going in the kitchen, Kim. That's where the food going. He getting up in the middle of the night, sneaking down and walking to the kitchen to get something to eat. She told me this at a time that we had all gone to the beach together. And we were like in the room that's got the kitchenette and all that stuff. We were all in there, all in there. My mom, my other sister, my girls, and him. We had gone to the beach. I'm trying to have us a little vacation, and so I paid for everything, but we went on to the beach. It was Father's Day for him, so I'm trying to show him a good time and all. And so, but I took the whole family. Well, it was a trick actually. I needed a vehicle, but my middle sister said, yeah, you can use my car to go to the beach. Oh, okay, cool. I appreciate that. She came to the house, picked me up, but she got my mom in the car. So I'm thinking, what's this about? So let me go and take them back down to Charlotte and head on to the beach. So it's me, my girls, and my boyfriend, and my mama and my sister in the car. Okay, well, my sister say, oh, ain't no need of you taking me back to Charlotte because we going with y'all. I say, no, you can't go with me. This is Father's Day weekend. I'm trying to take him to the beach. And, me and the girls, we going to the beach. So she's like, no, wherever my car go, I'm going. So, and she said, your mama riding shotgun. That's how we all ended up in the same hotel. Little cheap little motel room down the beach. Now, oh gosh, I just thought about that story. That's something else that's just totally funny about Kiana, what Kiana did at the beach. Oh, I have to tell y'all that story some other time. All right, so anyway, we get down to the hotel. This is when my mama first found out, hey, this is why your food getting gone right here. So we had a couple of drinks and everybody was asleep. The kids, of course, they didn't drink, but they were asleep. I was asleep. My sister was asleep, but my mom, she suffers from insomnia. So we would let the mama be up all night a lot of times, and she sleep through the day. All right, so the next morning, mama say, hey, let me talk to you. So we outside the hotel room. She says, I know where all your damn food going. I said, Mom, what you talking about? She talking about, now last night, you had made a little meal, fed everybody, right? I said, yeah. She say, I saw him. He gets up in the middle of the night, all night long. She say he walk real sure-footed. He real easy on his feet. And he was a big dude. He was 6'5". 6'5", and yeah, he was in the 300s. He was a big boy. And she say he walk real sure-footed. He real light and easy on his feet. She say then, they're going to Mahalia and her husband, people I met the other day with the scary Mr. Rogers. She said, but he walk real quiet. She said, then he'll get in there and he'll take the pot off the lids off the pots, and he eat. She said, he don't even care. He eat it cold. She said, and I listen to him standing in there in the kitchen eating. And then when he got his fill, she said he sneak on, get on in the bed. I said, I ain't even feel him get up. And I sleep pretty damn light. She said, that's why your food been gone. Because he suffered from congestive heart failure. And I used to try to help him lose weight. I didn't know That's a whole different story. Anyway, he lied to me or omitted the fact that he was sick. I thought he got sick while we were together, so I wasn't going to leave him because he got sick. Kind of find out he was sick when I met him, and he didn't tell me. So anyway. All right, so back to the apartment. So I had been keeping my eye on it, trying to sleep light. And he wouldn't get out the bed because I had been, trying to stay up longer than him and trying to see if he's going to go in there and eat. So a couple of times I called him. I'm like, hey, get out that damn kitchen, get back in this bed. Because I could hear him when he in the kitchen. I didn't feel him get out the bed, but I could hear him when he was in the kitchen. When you know how the lid cling against the pot, ding, or whatever. Hey, come out that kitchen. That food got to last in the morning. That's for my girls. Or that's for them to eat breakfast in the morning, or whatever. He come on and get back in bed. All right, so one night, I didn't even realize he had got out the bed. But all of a sudden, he came running back down the hallway like a herd of elephants. I lived upstairs, so you know that noise when you run on the floor. And do. And he jumped in the bed, and he put the cover over his head. And I said, what the fuck wrong with you? He was trembling. When I say trembling, he was scared, like somebody scared the taste out of his mouth. He was so freaking scared. And I said, what's wrong with you? And he's like, it's a lady in the hallway. It's an old woman in the hallway. And I saw her come out Kristen's room and walk into the hallway closet. Okay, now the hallway closet was a giant storage closet. It was a huge closet. And I used to own 300 or 400 pairs of shoes. And I kept them all in boxes with the pictures facing toward me. So when I opened the closet, I would go stand in there. I could look from the bottom all the way to the top of the ceiling and see what type of shoe it was. I used to have that many shoes. I got rid of all those shoes. But I gave them to older women in the neighborhood that go to church. That's what I did with them because I didn't need all them shoes. I ain't got but 2 feet. All right, so anyway. Now, the thing about this hallway closet, you could come down, I'd come out my room, or the girls would come out their room, and you could shut the closet until it latched. Doom. But when you turn around and go back down the closet, the door would be open about this much. Every time. The girls and I got used to it. They finally got used to it because there were some things that used to happen at the apartment before this apartment, before, when I moved in that one. And so they had gotten used to those type of things happening. Now, I could tell you about the previous apartment, which is a very good story. But, so we got used to it. Okay. Well, he wasn't a believer of certain things. Now, let me tell you this about me. I believe in certain things. I feel in my heart that all of us have experienced things that we don't want to talk about. We've all experienced supernatural things that you don't want to talk about because you don't want people to think you're crazy. And I will admit, I think it's better if you just keep those things to yourself. Because some people don't believe in those things and they will alienate themselves from you. So, just keep them to yourself. I believe that some people have special gifts and abilities. I believe some people are born with a veil over their eyes. Some of you may know what I'm talking about, some of you may not. I believe some people are sensitive to various spiritual frequencies and just things that are they're just not normal. I believe that. So I believe that some people have premonitions. I believe that some people, okay, I'm a Christian, so we believe in fruits of the Spirit. We believe that some people have, what is it called? Speaking tongues, and some people are able to understand those tongues, and some people have the gift of healing, some people have the gift of prayer. So, you know what I'm saying? So that's just what I believe. But I try not to communicate those things with you guys on YouTube because I like you guys and I don't want to lose my friends. And plus, my personal life is my personal life, and my beliefs are my beliefs. But anyway, so with the lady in the hallway. He said he saw a woman in the hallway and she walked into that closet. Okay. I talked to the rent lady about it at the time. And I said, can you tell me about my apartment? or the apartment complex. I'm not from this area. She said, yeah. She said, this used to be a graveyard. I said, oh, really? She said, yeah, years ago, this was a graveyard. I said, oh, okay. She said, why are you asking me? I said, no, I just want to know. Ain't no big deal. I just want to know. So, I'm going to just leave the story at that. But I tell you what, his fat ass didn't go back in that kitchen trying to get no more food in the middle of the night. Didn't have to never worry about that no more. That stopped him that night. Now, I dated another dude, um, and he eventually moved in after talking to my kids. I lived there for a long time. And he moved in. But he also told me about some things that he saw happen in that apartment. He said, I didn't want to talk to you about them because I know what you were going to think about me. And it seemed to be about this old lady that he saw in the hallway and went into that same shoe closet. And I just act like I had never heard it. So, just thought I'd tell you that story. But anyway, I'm going to go. And I hope that satisfied the subscriber that wanted to hear another story time. All right, bye.